welcome to a There It Is podcast mini episode, a comedy podcast to help you find your inspiration with a quick tip. I'm your host, Jason Farr. Let's do this. Thank you so much for joining me on this special mini episode. This one is about activities or hobbies that boost creativity. It's good to step back from comedy from time to time, and to do that with other hobbies is a really great idea. Not only is it delicious chicken soup for the soul for you to enjoy different parts of the world, it's also good mentally to broaden your horizons, and it benefits your comedy and creative work to add to your knowledge base. Some hobbies and activities will help boost your ability to think creatively, even though they aren't necessarily creative endeavors. It reminds me of something one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Stevenson, told my high school math classmates who griped about learning problem-solving equations. I just want to get you to think. He was so enthusiastically passionate about it that it had a big impact on me, and that's how I feel about this topic. Hobbies can help you think in different ways that comedy doesn't. They rest your mind from focusing on comedy structures and approaches, but still engage a thought process. Plus, they're fun. There are a number of hobbies outside of creating art that can help you bolster your creativity. You can get into cooking or sports, playing or watching them, gardening, decorating, getting into, accent pillows or something. I don't know. I don't decorate, but that's another thing you can get into that'll help. Homebrewing beer. There are tons of things that engage your mind that you could just do around the house. And with homebrewing beer, maybe you have something delicious. I don't know if you've ever had homebrewed beer, but it's not always great. But I don't want to dissuade you from trying that, okay? That is not what I'm about. You don't have to do something outside of the arts to gain these same benefits I'm talking about, though. Here are a few suggestions that do involve the arts that can help you creatively. Learning to play an instrument. I'm doing that now, learning to play guitar. Girlfriend of the show is learning to play the ukulele. Sketching and drawing. Playing games, be it board games, chess, video games. They all help your critical thinking skills, but also help you analyze patterns and consider what might happen next, which is obviously good for writing sketches and doing improv. One thing that I like about the suggestion to sketch is not just that it reminds me of Bob Ross, but also it gives you permission to do it even if you can't draw. People who aren't great at drawing say they can't draw, air quotes, and they just don't even try it. They think that sketching isn't for them because, I can't draw. But you absolutely can draw. No one says the drawings have to be good to gain anything from it. It's just something you're doing to engage a different part of your brain. Who knows? You might even get better at drawing, but that's not the point. You can still just do it. But if drawing bad pictures would bother you too much, why don't you try your hand at photography? Here's a quote that I recently read in a forums article about this subject that jumped out at me. Getting involved in the fine arts is a great way to improve your creative ability and can assist you in seeing the larger picture. The ability to accurately produce or frame representations of what you see can change the way you view the world. That sounds like a very useful tool for comedy, right? Being able to frame your representation of how you see the world, how you view the world, that's very much what comedy is about, right? Another benefit is that doing these things can help you be more productive. I've cited my sources in the bio. You can check those out for a deeper dive into this advice. I hope you feel encouraged to try something. Thank you so much for listening to this mini episode. This was our 4th mini episode, but we do have 3 that we previously did at the end of last year that you can check out in the feed, and we have a couple more coming over the next 2 weeks. We love doing these little advice episodes, so be sure to check them out, as well as all of our other Podcast Award nominated episodes. All episodes of the podcast are available on Amazon, Apple Podcasts, Google, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/thereitis. We upload old episodes on Thursdays and new episodes throughout the week. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @ThereItIsPod. We want to know what hobbies you do or what hobbies you're going to try from these suggestions. Follow me on Twitter @JasonFarJokes and on Instagram @JasonFarPics. Also, subscribe to our comedy lifestyle newsletter and support us if you can. We have a Patreon and a PayPal. Go to thereitispod.com for newsletter and support info. Links in bio. And as always, until next time, be good to each other.